Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for a dynamic effort upper day, but a quick reminder for those of you who watch these videos, please remember to click like down below, be greatly appreciated. So today I went with all my sets. I did 10 doubles, all of them with pinkies on the rings, which is a medium grip, and pretty happy with it. It kind of felt a little heavy for speed work today, but again, a lot of eating, a lot of sleeping and everything this weekend due to Christmas. So, I felt a little bit off. But of course, I felt strong. Everything felt strong today. Just the speed work felt slow. So something I'm doing for a little bit, I've been wanting to do both incline, overhead press, all of that. And I've realized as far as training volumes and recovery, I probably shouldn't be doing both every workout. Just not ideal. So what I've decided I'm going to do, since I'm doing some extra benching on max effort days, some flat work, I can throw my incline in there, and then I'm going to do the overhead work on dynamic days because I actually get a lot of chest activation. Whenever I do speed benching, my chest lights up. I get an intense pump in it. Sometimes it even cramps. If I use bands, sometimes it can even cramp a little bit. And so it tends to, if I'm not careful, it can impede my performance slightly on other chest presses, but it doesn't seem to impact my delts or my triceps. So this tells me that, hey, my pecs when I'm speed benching lately are getting the brunt of the work, right? They get the brunt of the work. Even when I close grip it against bands or something, it feels so much pec. And with bands, it's even more pronounced than with chains. So this is a good time to come in and hit the extra just shoulder, tricep work, all of that stuff. And I think I'm going to double down on the tricep stuff. I know just even watching that really wide grip chain bench the other day when I went really wide with fingers on the rings, index fingers, that, my triceps really, when I look at that bar path and bar speeds, actually are a big factor still right now, even with wider grips. So I'm going to do 2 tricep exercises, and then I'm going to take as far as the really big movements, and we're just going to flatten incline on max days, and then we'll do overhead on speed days. And I think that works out nice for me. So I decided today to do pin leg rows, which are normal barbell rows. They get called pin leg rows. They really are just barbell rows. I decided to do those today, really because I want the extra grip work. If I'm going to do standing rows or bent over rows, bodybuilder type rows, sorry, those are standing rows too, because I saw the standing press, the word standing popped in my head. I'm being tongue-tied today. We'll just deal with it. I feel like my grip gets shortchanged because I feel like I need straps for those to really move the weight, whereas the knees are a little stricter. So again, I feel like I'll get more grip training if I do it this way. I think they're largely interchangeable for development. There are differences, but for my purposes, not really a big deal. And I think I will stick with the barbell rows for now, just for the extra grip training. I don't want my grip to start lagging because I'm not getting enough grip work in. So I'm going to do those as my first back exercise. And of course, then I'm doing overhead press there. And I'm going a little lower on the reps. And I took that into a closer grip. I don't even care if people don't like the lockout. Who cares? Yes, it looks like a better lockout with wider grip. I'm not worried about it. Let's just get in and move some weight on those. Try to be strict, try to be controlled, get the pause at the bottom, because that's the most important part to me. If I can pause at the bottom and then drive it up, we're good. Even if my lockouts don't look right due to my structure with the narrower grip, I don't care. Because again, it's not a contested lift in any real strength sport. People would say strength lifting, but they don't strict press. They do a weird version of the push press, okay? It's not strict at all. So, that being said, it's not a contested lift. I'm using it to get stronger, right? I'm using it to get stronger at the bench press. So, I'm not that worried about whatever standards people have on it. I'm doing the range of motion my physical body will allow me to, and good enough for me. And of course, I decided to superset that with chins. The overhead press got supersetted with rows. Then I decided to do JM presses, and we'll superset that with chin-ups. And I'm taking the chin-ups to a little wider grip, again, just due to range of motion and everything else. They felt pretty good I don't know how much I really like the wider grip compared to the closer grip, but again, I can kind of get that deeper stretch. And that's the thing. If people watch me when I come up and grab these at the start, I'm starting at a dead hang, and it doesn't look like normal people's lockout. So all my overhead stuff looks like that. And that's okay. I'm not that worried about it. As long as it is making me bigger and stronger, and I'm working the range of motion that my joints and structure allow to occur. And I'm going to work more and more on just doing those from a dead hang as I get back in the groove of doing them. I just feel so weak at chin-ups and pull-ups right now. Again, I've lost strength on them when I haven't been doing them. So again, the reps are a little low for body weight, but they're challenging for me. Now the JM press has felt great. I do like that slightly wider grip on the JM press. I like that quite a bit, and I'm quite a bit stronger when I do that, but while still making it an extremely tricep dominant exercise, which is what it is. It still works other muscles. It's just that it's a very tricep dominant multi-joint exercise. And then afterwards we finished up with laying tricep extensions and standing barbell curls. So here's the thing, nothing that today was single joint. You know, even these smaller movements, which people will do, they'll call these isolation movements. Again, there's no such thing as an isolation movement. These are still done as multi-joint to some extent. You know, a little bit of shoulder movement on the tricep extensions. It feels like a lot more than what I'm seeing on camera, though. I'm surprised when I watch it of how little it is, because it doesn't feel like that when I'm doing it. And then the same thing on the barbell curls, right? More than just elbow, we are bringing the shoulders forward a little bit, rotating them forward to make it into a multi-joint exercise. And the whole purpose of doing them this way is to get more muscles involved, right? More complete development. So even though I'm doing, 6 total supplemental exercises here, they are effectively working every muscle of the upper body, right? Every muscle of the upper body is being worked. And that's the idea. And all of them have certain degrees of overlap. Even the extensions and the curls are working more than just biceps and triceps. So that's the idea. That's what I want to have happen. So you guys can kind of watch the rest of this. I finish up this bit of arm work at the end. And yeah, the training itself is a little bit arm dominant right now because it needs to be. Because my arms do need to come up. I feel like they do limit my pressing strength in general, and to some extent biceps as well. So again, hitting all of these things hard, and again prioritizing them, particularly making a really big priority towards triceps. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.